Good morning, friends, and wishing you all a happy new year and prosperous new year going ahead. Friends, after the Muhurat trading, we saw yesterday's markets in line with the global markets were weak, and we saw Sensex and both Nifty falling around, Sensex falling around 147 points in yesterday's trade. As far as the global markets are concerned, the concerns over the US fiscal cliff has been a drag for the US markets, where we have seen the last week the overall markets have slipped around 2% in the US. Also the European markets, the concern about the Eurozone debt crisis still remains an overhang for the global markets overall. Today we have a meeting of the US President Barack Obama and the Republican Democratic leaders of Congress to meet at some sort of possible solution for the debt for US fiscal cliff. Some solution could be provided in those meetings. So overall, we have it's a wait and watch as to what spans out in the US markets going ahead. Back in the Indian markets yesterday, we saw the flows as far as the FIs are concerned were a bit positive. Around 47 crores odd, and also we saw the domestic investors which were a seller to the tune of around 387 crores odd in the yesterday's trade. Going ahead, we will have to wait and watch as to how the overall market spans out, as still the markets remain overall in the range bound kind of a movement. And we have seen what we have seen in the markets overall is that the mid caps have been started performing and have been outperforming the large caps in the overall trades. So we will have to wait and watch, and we'll take a clue as to how the overall market spans out, taking a cues from the derivative analyst Mr. Sehwal. Thank you.
Good morning, friends. Let's have a check on derivatives now. Friends, for past couple of trading sessions, we have been seeing that Nifty has Nifty from the higher end has slipped to the lower band, and now we have seen for the third consecutive day in a row the Nifty future open interest has been reducing. Now we have seen that the cost of carry has increased in yesterday's session. That has been indicating that that purely due to short covering, we have seen a bounce in the market during the later part of the day. Talking about the implied volatility, it has increased say by around 3 to 6%. So that has been indicating that uncertainty will continue to persist in the market. And on the activities front, what we have seen is that 5,700, 5,600 and 5,800 call option has seen a pretty good activity. Now 5770 is the weekly VWAP, but as a huge amount of writing has been witnessed in a 5,800 call option, we have maintained that as a weekly VWAP. So probably 5,800 on in the near term would act as a hurdle. But if we have a look at the immediate run, or say if we take a view of say 3 to 5 days, then 5,700 would probably act as a hurdle for the market, and on lower side 5,600 would act as a good support. Now from the intraday perspective, we have identified 3 stocks. Vijaya Bank is looking good, so one can maintain a stop loss of 55 rupees 10 paisa on the long side. Syntex Industry is also looking good, so one can maintain a stop loss of 66 rupees 15 paisa. Whereas Hindustan Petroleum is looking a bit weak, and also we have seen that there's news of reduction in the petrol prices, so one can go short with resistance of 302 rupees 50 paisa. Thank you.
Friends, let's have a look at the MID ideas for the entire day. First and foremost, positive news for the power generation companies, where the electricity rates are likely to keep the electricity rates overall under check. The government is now planning to offer discount on the floor price of the coal blocks to be allocated to the power producers. This is overall positive for the power producer companies, like generation companies like NTPC and Adani Power. So we will see some positive movement in those stocks in today's trade. The other positive news is for Sun TV, where the government entities would not get to hold the cable TV licenses. So in such a cases, Tamil Nadu's Ashu Cable TV Corporation, a government-owned cable television distribution network and a part of the Minister's Jayalalitha's, may not receive the license from the INB Union Ministry to run the network, which is overall positive for Sun TV. So on basis of this news, we recommend to go long on Sun TV with a stop loss of 362 and targeting 380 to 387. A positive news for Reliance Industries, where the oil regulator DGH has given a nod to Reliance Industries to deal well as a part of the overall $1.529 billion plan to develop 4 satellite gas fields around the new flagging main fields in the eastern offshore of KG D6 blocks. We recommend to go long on Reliance with a stop loss of 769 for a target of 808 to 824. The other stock which we recommend to go long in today's trade is Raymond, where the company is men's apparel, which the company is rolling out a beer shampoo under its Park Avenue brand to be priced at par with the HUL's Clear and Procter & Gamble's Head and Shoulders. So on the basis of this news, you can go long Raymond with a stop loss of 397 for target of 417 to 425. Religas Group, so 49% stake sale plan to global investment management firm Invesco has been cleared with the Competition Commission of India, which has given its nod in September. The New York Stock Exchange listed Invesco has picked up the stake in the Religas asset management company for about 460 crores. Action to be taken is long Religas Enterprises with stop loss of 299 for target of 314 to 320. That's it, friends, from the overall MID desk. Thanks and have a nice trading session.